Buon pomeriggio Locarno, come va? Still in shock? Okay, I want to welcome on stage the director Steven Kostansky, the actor Daniel Bernhardt, the actress Cristina Amago and Nina Berman, and the cinematographer Andrew Attila.
Is that all right?
So, Steven, what made you fall in love with the Deathstalker series and the whole Word and Sorcery world? And how did you give up a fresh and modern twist to the genre?
I mean, it was more than just Deathstalker to me. It was sword and sorcery and fantasy in a broader sense. Like as a kid, I grew up on Ray Harryhausen movies, so it was as much a tribute to him as to the Deathstalker films themselves. Movies like Krull, Sword and the Sorcerer, all these things are just big influences on all my movies. So to get a chance to make an actual fantasy movie and not just try and like sneak that stuff into other genre movies was really exciting to me.
Absolutely. And why you decided, well,
He's scared.
totally scared. Why you decided to use just the old school effect and not the digital one?
Because I know how to do old school practical effects. I don't know how to do complicated VFX. So yeah, and I mean, I started in animation doing stop motion. So any excuse to put stop motion characters, we're being told to step forward. There's Daniel. That's your wife. Yeah, I mean, I just anything that you make with your bare hands is exciting to me. So prosthetics, creature effects, puppets, stop motion characters, rod puppets, miniatures, all that stuff is exciting to me. So yeah, this was a perfect sandbox to play in for that kind of stuff.
And which was the hardest to create for you in the movie? The hardest special effect to create?
Like who made the stuff? The hardest one. It was all hard, but
The hardest is making me look good.
no, that was the easiest part of the movie. Trust me, making Daniel look awesome. But yeah, I don't know. Every creature had its challenges. I mean, that two-headed troll was a bit of a headache. I know that was painful for the actor. I don't design things to be comfortable for actors, so usually people suffer pretty harshly when they have a big rubber thing stuck on top of them for 12 hours. So yeah, I know that was tough on Matt Nineveh, who played that character, and one of the swamp creatures, and Despair on the Stone guy, who actually played Psycho Gorman from my previous movie. So, yeah.
Okay, Daniel. So you became famous with your legendary performance of Alex in Bloodsport series. And then you appeared in a lot of American blockbuster movie. Now you are playing a character that is larger than life. Is a really real hero that uses strength, but also a lot of humor. How would you describe your Deathstalker?
Oh, you think it was funny?
A lot.
I tried not to be funny, goddammit.
No, it was really funny. You know, Steve and I, we just gave an interview earlier, and I got this beautiful advice. A really good friend of mine, Bob Odenkirk, he read the script, and then he said to me, people love those kind of movies, but don't try to play the joke. So I never really tried to play the joke, and then also Steve and I talked about it, and we just, you know, just you got to be real in that world because the world is so crazy, and you just got to be kind of like, oh, that was weird. Oh, that was funny. And then, you know, I was actually very lucky. I had an amazing director. I mean, Steven is, give it up for Steven. I mean, I have to say, this whole movie is Steven. I'm just one of his little pawns who moves around, and he is unbelievable. You call me anytime. I'm always available for you. And this guy here, Andy, he is like unbelievable. How, I mean, I was just blown away how he made this movie look. And then you killed it. You were amazing. You were so funny. And then, of course, you killed it. I have to say, is this working? No? Did I? Yeah. Can you hear me?
I'll speak loud. I have to say, I was very blessed.
I was very blessed to be in this movie. I was very lucky to be in this movie. I mean, how many times can you play a guy like this? You know, running around, arms out, tight hands, high boots, long hair, and swing the sword and fight. I mean, it's funny, it's hysterical, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a real blast, and it was amazing.
So, Christina,
Hi.
I read that Stalker has such a powerful female lead. Now you are one of them. How did you approach the fantasy genre and your role?
That is such a great question. It is one of my first times dabbling in the fantasy world. And I feel like I kind of got thrown in the deep end in the best way possible. I relied a lot on asking questions, just clarifying a lot of things, because Steve has a really clear vision, which is wonderful. But he also has the attitude where, like, if Daniel or I wanted to try something, it was try. And if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. But yeah, I relied a lot on the people around me just to get a lot of guidance and fine-tuning. And yeah, my dad is a really big fan of the genre as well, so I asked him a lot of questions too.
So Nina, in the movie, you are such a bad person. I was being killed in that so cruel way.
I think I was a good person. I was the head of the thieves, and I work on commission, and I work really hard, and you know, there was a little backstory between Deathstalker and I. You know, he broke my heart.
Always your fault. It's always your fault.
He gets around.
No, it was amazing. You know, I told Steven to play a character like that, a fantasy character, and the amazing thing with Steven is he lets you. I had a pretty clear vision of how I saw her, and then, you know, I expect with a lot of directors, they come in and they're like, this is how they want her, this is how they see her, this is how the wardrobe, here's how she talks, and I mean, he just let me do what I saw and how I felt, and let me have a crown and a throne, and, you know, he just let me do my thing. So for me, it was a dream come true, you know, to create this character, and then instead of, you know, a lot of times we sit at home at actors and we do all this work, and then it gets stripped, and I got to do it all.